Interchange 1 3rd edition Unit 2 Part 2. الوحدة الثانية الجزء الثاني من كتاب Interchange 1 الطبعة الثالثة. Number 7. قلنا ان احنا نبدأ اول حاجة بالكلمات ومعنيها بالانجلش، لازم نحفظها كويس جدا، وبعد كده هنبدأ الشرح بالانجلش، لان ممنوع ان حد يستخدم اللغة العربية او لغة وسيطة في تعلم اللغة الانجليزية. وقلنا ان دوت يعني يعتبر اللي بيحصل في المدارس دوت شيء غلط، ان احنا ندرس الانجليش بالعربي. فمجرد المفروض ان احنا نحفظ بس الكلمات بالانجليش ومعانيها بالانجليش برضو، الا اذا كنت انا مش عارف المعنى خلاص بالانجليش ومش فاهمه خالص، ممكن نبص على العربي. اوكي. Unit 7 Unit 2 Exercise number 7 TV announcer Weather report Recognize Realize Dog walker Dog walker, a person who takes care of dogs and walks them in the park. Pet sitter Sitter T soft D Pet sitter R double R. قلنا التي هتبقى دي خفيفة والR double R. Pet sitter, to look after someone's pet while they are away from their home. 12. Regular Flight GH silent. Experience quickly. Save take care of. So take care of V gonna be of take care of. Type allowance, a raise, earn money, earn his living. Saved, save money. Necessary, British, American, necessary, essential. A review. Unit 2 workbook. These are the words of the workbook and you have to do the homework. بعد ما تخلص الوحدة المفروض ان الطالب يحل الورك بوك. A night club, fashion designer, a design studio, security guard, security T soft D, security guard, architect, a construction engineer, exactly, girlfriend, girl, so make the L as L, girl, and R double R, girlfriend. Hotel management Exercise number 6 Writing T soft D, writing a biography. A. Use your notes from exercise 5 to write a biography of your partner. A biography, to write about someone. Don't use your partner's name on the paper, use he or she instead. Don't say the name of your friend, just write he or she. My classmate is a student. She lives near the university. She studies fashion design. She has a part-time job. She's a part-time job in blah blah blah. So here you have to read it, okay, and then it's gonna be homework. Write a paragraph about your best friend, okay, a biography about him. Like you can write my classmate or my best friend is Ahmed. He lives in المهندسين. He studies English. He has a part-time job. He works in a restaurant. He's a cashier. He works for 4 hours. His phone number is 212-555-348. He's single. He's not married. Exercise 7. Look at the picture. What do you see? 7. Conversation. I start work at 5. Now, look at the picture. See what? Young man, young lady. What are they doing? They're what? They're working out. Workout, exercise. They do exercises. Where are they? They're at the gym. They're at the gym. Yes. Conversation. I start work at 5. Listen and practice. So listen and...
Page 11, Exercise 7, Conversation. I start work at 5. Part A, Listen and Practice.
So, do you usually come to the gym in the morning?
Yeah, I do.
Really? What time do you go to work?
I work in the afternoon. I start work at 5.
Wow, that's late. When do you get home at night?
I usually get home at midnight.
Midnight? That is late. What do you do exactly?
I'm a TV announcer. I do the weather report on KNTV. Don't you recognize me?
Oh, you're Helen Black. I love your show. By the way, I'm Daniel.
Now, let's start to read. Conversation. I start work at 5. Listen and practice. And, American, and. Listen and practice. Listen, T, silent. Daniel, so, do you usually come to the gym in the morning? Yeah, I do. Yeah, yes. Really? What time do you go to work? Go to. T, soft D, go to. I work in the afternoon. In the afternoon. The plus vowel, A, E, I, O, U, Z. ولو جت ذا وجي بعدها حرف متحرك في أول الكلمة بنطقها Z. The afternoon. I start work at 5. Wow, that's late. When do you get home at night? I usually get home at midnight. Midnight, 12 o'clock at night. Midnight? That is late. What do you do exactly? What do you do exactly? What's your job? I'm a TV announcer. I do the weather report on KNTV. Don't you recognize me? Do you know? Don't you know me? Don't you recognize me? Don't you? Okay, don't. American, sometimes. So don't you recognize me? Oh, you're Helen Black. Her name is Helen Black. I love your show. By the way, I'm Daniel. By the way here means what? Anyway, I am Daniel. Here, by the way, doesn't mean in the way to. No. It means anyway. على فكرة مش معناها في الطريق إلى. So now let's have some questions about Daniel and Helen. Does Helen usually come to the gym in the morning? Does Helen usually come to the gym in the morning? Yes, she does. What time does she go to work? Helen works in the afternoon. She starts work at 5. When does Helen get home at night? When does Helen get home at night? She gets home at midnight. What does she do? What does Helen do exactly? Helen is a TV announcer, television announcer, like Mufid Fawzi. Okay. Helen is a television announcer. She does the weather report on KNTV. Does Daniel like her show? on television. Daniel loves her show on TV. Now, number B. Let's listen to the rest of the conversation. What time does Daniel get up? What time does he start work? At what time does Daniel get up, wake up? And when does he start work? Or at what time does he start work? Let's start to listen.
Listen to the rest of the conversation. What time does Daniel get up? Start work.
And you, Daniel? What's your day like?
Well, right now I'm in school, so I just have a part-time job. But I'm pretty busy. I get up early, around 6 a.m. Then I work from 7 until 9. I go to school and study until 4 p.m. Then I work again from 5 until 7.
So what do you do?
I'm a dog walker.
A what? What's that?
A dog walker. I take people's dogs for walks. It's great, and it keeps me in shape, too.
So let's answer the questions. What time does Daniel get up? Daniel gets up around 6 a.m., 6 o'clock in the morning. What time does he start work? He starts work at 7 o'clock. What's his job? Daniel is a student, and he has a part-time job. He's a dog walker. A dog walker, someone who takes care of people's dogs. He likes his job a lot because it keeps him in shape. It makes him fit. Exercise number 8. Pronunciation, syllable stress. So here, what does it mean, syllable? Syllable is part of a word. Syllable means part of word. Let's listen.
Page 11, Exercise 8, Pronunciation.
Yes. Syllable stress. What does it mean, stress? Stress, to make the sound higher, louder, and longer. Let's start to listen.
Syllable stress. Part A. Listen and practice. Notice which syllable has the main stress in these words.
Dancer. Company. Director.
Listen again.
Notice which syllable has the main stress in these words.
Dancer. Company. Director.
Dancer. So he said here what? Dan, dancer. So Dan, part, sir. So dancer, 2 parts, 2 syllables. This word, 2 syllables, 2 parts. Dan, dancer. Okay. But the stress in the beginning of the word, Dan, dancer. The sound is high in the beginning of the word. Dan, dancer. Come, camper, company. Part, 2 parts, camper, company. 3 parts. So this word is 3 parts. 3 syllables. Stress in the beginning here. company. This word director. How many parts in this word? Director. 1, direct, 2, director. 3 parts. So this word has 3 parts. The stress in the beginning, in the middle, or at the end of the word. In the middle. Director. So here we have 3 parts. Director, company, 3 parts. But company, stress in the beginning, come. Director, stress in the middle, director. And the second part number 2. Part B. Now, we will listen to some words and we will add them. We will write these words to these columns. Let's take part B. Listen.
Page 11, Exercise 8, Part B. Which stress pattern do these words have? Add them to the columns in Part A. Then listen and check.
Pilot, lumberjack, musician, designer, fisherman, cowboy.
Listen again.
A. Then listen and check.
Pilot, lumberjack, musician, designer, fisherman, cowboy.
Now, let's answer the question. Pilot. So, pilot. 1 part, pilot, 2 parts. So, pilot gonna be here with dancer, pilot. Lumberjack. Lumberjack, 3 parts. Lumberjack here, lumberjack. Stress in the beginning of the word like company. Lumberjack, someone who cuts trees. Lumberjack. Column number 2. Music, musician. The stress in the middle, musician. Here like director, musician. Designer. Designer. 3 parts. Stress is in the middle. Designer, like director. Designer. Fisherman. 3 parts. Fisherman. Like company in the second group. Fisherman. Cowboy. 2 bars. Cowboy, 2 bars. Like dancer. So group 1. Cowboy, group 1. So now let's read again the answer. Dancer, pilot, cowboy. This is group 1. Group 2, company, lumberjack, fisherman. Group 3, director, musician, designer. Exercise number 9, grammar focus time expressions. Let's listen to exercise number 9.
Page 12, Exercise 9, Grammar Focus, Time Expressions.
I get up at 7 in the morning on weekdays.
I go to bed around 10 in the evening on weeknights.
I leave work early in the afternoon on weekends.
I get home late at night on Fridays.
I stay up until midnight on Saturdays.
I wake up before noon on Sundays. I wake up after noon on Sundays.
Expressing clock time.
7. 7 o'clock. 7 a.m. equals 7 in the morning. 7 p.m. equals 7 in the evening.
Let's start to read again. Time expressions. I get up. T soft D. I get up. I get up at 7 in the morning on weekdays. I get up at 7 in the morning on weekdays. I go to. T soft D. I go to bed around 10 in the evening on weeknights. I go to bed around 10 in the evening on weeknights. In the weeknights, GH silent, means the nights of the week. Weekdays, days of the week. I leave work early in the afternoon weekends. Weekends, days off, day off, like Friday in Egypt. Weekends, Saturday and Sunday in the USA. Sunday and Saturday, days off. Weekends, we don't go to work. I get home late at night on Fridays. Take care, at night. I don't say, I say in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. Let's say here at night. I stay up until midnight, until midnight, until 12 o'clock on Saturdays, every Saturday. I wake up before noon on Sundays. Before noon, before the afternoon. I wake up afternoon, means after 12 o'clock in the afternoon on Sundays. Expressing clock time, 7 o'clock. 7 a.m., 7 o'clock in the morning. 7 p.m., 7 in the evening. 7 in Z, not Z. 7 p.m., 7 in the evening. Now let's explain the rules here. What is the rule? We say in the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon. So in plus parts of day. In parts of day. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. Okay? At night, at midnight, at 7 o'clock. So after at, you have times of day, like at night, at midnight, at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, at 9 o'clock, at 10 o'clock. At plus o'clock exactly. 7 o'clock exactly. It means at 7 exactly. At night, at midnight. We have also on. On, British on, American on. On plus day, days of the week. On plus days of the week. On Saturday, on Sunday. On Saturdays, on Sundays. Saturdays, it means every Saturday. On Sundays, every Sunday. So on plus days of the week. on Saturday, on Sundays, on Fridays, on weekends, on weeknights, on weekdays. This is on. We say also early. Early opposite late. Like I get up early, I get up late. Before opposite after. I wake up before noon, I wake up after noon. Other time expressions like, okay, we have until midnight. I stay up until midnight. Until, like from to. If I said I work until 5 o'clock, it means I work. If I said I work until 5 o'clock, so I work from 9 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock. So until here means the end of the time. I work until 5 o'clock. Around, when I say I go to work around 9. Around 9, that means not 9. No, it's not 9 exactly. It means maybe before 9, okay, with 10 minutes, or after 9 with 5 or 10 minutes. I get up around 10 o'clock. It means sometimes I get up 9:50. Sometimes I get up 10:05 or 10:15. This is around 10, but not exactly at 10 o'clock. Now let's answer the questions. Complete the sentences with the time expressions. Complete the sentences with time expressions. 1 minute, try to answer. You have 1 minute, answer first, then listen to the answers. One, I get up at 6 in the morning on weekdays. So the answer again, I get up at, in, on. Number 2, I go to bed at midnight on weeknights. I go to bed at midnight on weeknights. Number 2, at, on. 3, I start work at 11:30 at night. I start work at 11:30 at night. 3, at. 4, I have lunch at 3 in the afternoon on Fridays. At 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Fridays. 5, I stay up until 1 a.m. on weekends. Until, on. That means I stay up, I stay up, okay, I didn't sleep, and I stay up until 1 a.m. So from the morning until 1 a.m. I stay up. So this is the end of time, until 1 a.m. 6, I have a little snack, and I said little, T soft D, little. when I have TLE because TLE ولو جت في آخر الكلمة TLE هتبقى soft DLE، هتبقى دي خفيفة LE. little, I have a little snack at 9 in the evening. At N, 6 at N. 7, I sleep until noon on Sundays. Until, on. Number 7, until, on. B, rewrite the sentences in part A so that they are true for you, then compare with a partner. It's okay, it's easy. Number C, Take turns asking and answering these questions. Here you will ask and answer the questions. 1. What days do you get up early? I get up early on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. What days do you get up late? On Friday. I got up late on Saturday. What are 2 things you do before 8 o'clock in the morning? I have breakfast before 8 o'clock in the morning. Three. What are 3 things you do on Saturday mornings? On Saturday mornings, I get up early. I have breakfast. I take a shower. And I read the newspaper. What do you do only on Sundays? On Sundays, I watch television. On Sundays, I do the English homework for my course. Exercise number 10. Let's have exercise number 10.
Daily schedules. Part A. Listen to Rodney, Tina, and Ellen talk about their daily schedules. Complete the chart.
What do you do, Rodney?
I'm a chef.
Hey, that's great. So, what are your work hours like?
They're okay. I work in the afternoons and evenings. I get up around 9 a.m. and I work from 11 a.m. until 10 p.m. I get home fairly late, about 11 p.m. And I'm usually in bed by 1 in the morning. And what do...
Number 1, Rodney. Let's listen again to Mr. Rodney. Listen again.
Part A. Listen to Rodney, Tina, and Ellen talk about their daily schedules. Complete the chart.
What do you do, Rodney?
I'm a chef.
Hey, that's great. So, what are your work hours like?
They're okay. I work in the afternoons and evenings. I get up around 9 a.m. and I work from 11 a.m. until 10 p.m. I get home fairly late, about 11 p.m. And I'm usually in bed by 1 in the morning.
So number 1, Rodney. What's his job? Mr. Rodney, he's a chef. What about his working hours? The working hours are okay. At what time does he get up? He gets up at 9 a.m. Gets up 9 a.m. 9 o'clock in the morning. What time does he get home? He gets home at 11 p.m. He gets home at 11 p.m. What time does he go to bed? He goes to bed at 1 a.m. 1 o'clock in the morning, after midnight. Number 2, Tina. Let's start to listen to Tina. You will listen 2 times.
I'm usually in bed by 1 in the morning. And what do you do, Tina?
Well, I'm an office manager. It's a regular 9 to 5 office job, so I get up at 7 a.m. and get home around 6 p.m. That's okay, though, because I like to go out at night. I go to bed around midnight on weekdays.
Listen again.
And what do you do, Tina?
Well, I'm an office manager. It's a regular 9 to 5 office job, so I get up at 7 a.m. and get home around 6 p.m. That's okay, though, because I like to go out at night. I go to bed around midnight on weekdays.
So Tina is an office manager. Tina is an office manager. She works as an office manager. She gets up at 7 a.m. She gets home at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. She goes to bed at midnight. Does Tina like her work and her schedule? Yes, she likes her schedule. Why? Because she likes to go out at night. Number 3, Ellen. Let's start to listen to Ellen.
Go to bed around midnight on weekdays.
What about you, Ellen?
Well, my job is a bit different. I'm a flight attendant. I start work at 6 in the morning, so I have to get up before 5 a.m. Wow, that's too early for me. Then I often have long flights, so I don't get home until 9 o'clock at night. But I always go to bed right away, around 10.
Listen again.
I'm a flight attendant. I start work at 6 in the morning, so I have to get up before 5 a.m. Wow, that's too early for me. Then I often have long flights, so I don't get home until 9 o'clock at night. But I always go to bed right away, around 10.
So number 3, Ellen. What's Ellen's job? What does she do? Ellen is flight attendant. Flight attendant, someone who serves passengers in an aeroplane. At what time does she get up? Ellen gets up at 5 a.m., 5 o'clock in the morning. Why? Because she starts work at 6 o'clock in the morning. She gets home at 9 p.m. She goes to bed. She goes to sleep. At what time? She goes to bed at 10 p.m. Number 12, reading. Why do you need a job? Yes. Let's have this look at the picture. What do you see here? What do you see in this picture? Young lady. Maybe she's like 18 or 19 years old. She's a student. The second one, she's sitting where? In her house. Well, she's sitting on a sofa, a laptop. Maybe she's a housewife. The third one, a young man. He's about 16 years old. Yes, his name is Lamar Andrews. He's a young man. Yes, he's a student, of course. Let's start to read. Why do you need a job? These people need jobs. Read about their schedules, experience, and why they need a job. 1. Teresa Glass. I don't have time to work, but but I need a job. Cause college is very expensive. I study art. Yeah, sound here between sound of E and vowel art. So I study art. I have class all day on Monday, Wednesday, D silent, Wednesday and Friday, and on Tuesday and Thursday mornings. I usually study on weekends. I don't have any experience, but I can learn quickly. I don't, T silent. I don't have any experience, but I can learn quickly. The first one, Teresa Glass. Does Teresa have time to work? No, she doesn't. But she needs the job. Yes. Why does Teresa need the job? Because college is very expensive. What does she study? She studies art. When does she study? She usually studies on weekends. Does she have any experience? No, she doesn't have any experience. Is she a fast learner? Yes, she can learn quickly. Number 2, Karen Thomas. My husband and I have a new baby. He makes a good salary, but we don't save very much money. We want to save some money to buy a house. I take care of the baby. Take care, look after. I take care of the baby, so I need a job. I can do it home. I know how to type, and I have a computer. A computer, T soft D. A computer, and R, a computer. Because we have, before the R there is vowel, E. Computer. What about Karen? Is Karen married? Yes, she's married. Does she have a big family or a small family? Karen has a small family. They are 3. Husband, Karen, her husband, Karen, and a baby. Does Karen's husband make good salary? Yes, he does. Do they save much money? Do they keep money in the bank? Do they save money in the bank? No, they don't. Why does Karen want to work? Karen wants to work. She want to work to save money to buy a house. Can she get a job in a company? No, she can't. Why? Because she has a baby and she has to take care of the baby. She can work as a typist, someone who type on a computer, yes. And you can do the work or job, or you can do your job at home. So Karen can take care of her baby, and stay at home. Number 3, yes, Lamar Andres. I'm 16 now, and I don't get an allowance from my parents anymore. I need to earn some money, cause I like to go out on the weekends with my friends. I go to school every day, from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. My father owns a restaurant, so I know a little about restaurant work. How old is Lamar? Lamar is 16 years old. Does Lamar get an allowance? Does he get a pocket money? Allowance, pocket money, like his daddy every day or his father gives him some money. No, Lamar doesn't get any allowance. No, he doesn't. Parents, father and mother. Why does Lamar needs to earn money? Why does he need to have money? Because he likes to go out on the weekend with his friends, so he needs money. Is Lamar busy? Yes. He goes to school every day from 9 o'clock in the morning to 3:30 p.m. What's Lamar's father's job? What's his father's job? His father owns the restaurant. He's a restaurant owner. So he knows a little. He has small experience about restaurant work. A little experience about restaurant work. Number A, read the article. Why do these people need jobs? Check through the correct boxes. Who wants to save money? Teresa, Karen, or Lamar? Karen. Karen needs to save money. She needs to save money to buy a house. To earn money for college. For the university. Teresa. Teresa. Number 2, Teresa. Number 3, to go out on the weekend. Lamar. Lamar needs money to go out on the weekend. 4, to buy a house. To buy a house, of course, Karen. Karen needs to work to buy a house. Thanks God. This is the end of Unit 2.